Hey, hi, my name is Sai Tarun. Today, our project is input validation to mitigate server-side record forgery. Abstract of this project is SSRF is a security issue vulnerability brought on by a flaw in online apps. For instance, using a URL to access the services an attacker may provide or alter a URL to access services on servers is not authorized to use. Yeah, in this study discusses differences, SRF attacks methods, and explains how to safeguard online applications. The majority of the methods for detecting the and threading these assaults include the applications of machine learning techniques. This study major objectives was use deep learning methods to build an intelligent model and that recognize various threats. To create deep learning models, accuracy rate was 0.69 demos. And the introduction of this project is in certain business situations, servers must start their own request to other services in order to collect resources and some data from other clients. So the attacker can let the server starts the request instead of them. If they can use the server's request URL, this enables you to get around the limitations and access restricted resources. Server-side request forgery was created as a result of the attacker ability to get resources on the internet that are firewalls protected and the server's own files. For instance of SSRF flaws can be combined with other flaws. A local area network or a red local files launch of Daniel services attacks and other activities. And the attack scenarios of these project is an SSRF attacks allows the attacker to connect to an internal or external system. This enables the hacker to carry out the multitude of other exploits. In an SSRF attack is successful, the attacker may be able to obtain sensitive information that shouldn't be made available to the public. Yeah, the account takeover. An attacker using a SSRF attack can get access to systems and APIs that user cannot directly access. As the result, the attacker could be able to access the user accounts and carry out the other legal tasks. And the next, different types of attacks, which is SSRF agent, the server itself, and uh, SSRF attacks against the other backend systems, SSRF with blacklist based input filters, SSRF with blacklist based input filters, bypassing SSRF filters via open redirection and blind SSRF and their XXC injections. And yeah, these are the scenarios of this one. This SSRF, the SSRF with blacklist based input filters. Some applications have filter to prevent inputs containing certain hostmates like and hostels of sensitive URLs. And the third attack scenarios is like SSRF with whitelist based input filters. Some programs limit input to just value the match or contain whitelist ones. However, you might be able to get around the filters thanks to irregulations and URL parsing. And there are different types of attacks. And the fourth one is like bypassing SSRF filter via open redirection. By using this open redirection vulnerability, it is able to go through filter based defenses and potentially take advantages of the SSRF vulnerability. Consider the scenarios where the application servers tightly verify user submitted URL. And the code of this project is the code of this attack is like a SSRF option and we taken as a path and it is undefined user path equal to path then we have to sanitize the URL and you will get the value. Then how to prevent the SSRF attacks? The following security techniques can be used to the following stops SSRF attacks, and which is XXC injection. It is also one of the attack at SSRF attack and XXC injection attacks in types of hacks in which a request for access to internal sources contains malicious XML code like That's anonymous functional code, and this is enables the attacker to get hold of sensitive data like passwords and credit card numbers, and even to execute unauthorized code on the servers. For instance, a request of the collective sensitive data such as a passwords or credit card information then maybe contain XML code. Yeah, and one of my teammate Lahare will continue the presentation.
Hi, myself Lahari, and I'm going to explain the project and continuing about what he said. As he said that these are the attacks and scenarios where SSRF against the server itself and SSRF against the backend systems, and also blind SSRFs and XSX injections and out of banned servers, and these all the type of scenarios which are having the attacks may attack the clients for the people, where the attackers can attack all by using this. So we can prevent all these scenarios by using some of the vulnerabilities like protocol vulnerability, ID potentials, and also server side request forgeries, and also network configurations, and making firewalls to work perfectly, and also IP addresses validation for the more method to prevent the attacks from the attacker. The protocol validation using of HTTPs and links, also protocols maybe rejects also, while terms and cookies we have to reject everything, so that we can save ourselves by making ourselves from the attacks. And also now the standards of the SSRF is trust relationship between the client and the user. We have to consider that the project or anything else should be considered as the frequently in relationship that we have to trust the client, or without blindly we can't do anything with the back end of the system. So that overview, I'm saying that the systems SSRF system side request forgery attack allows the attacker to view and modify and read and also write our data, and also collapse everything in our mobiles or anything else for that URLs may useful for them. And also HTTP links are enables and disables. They'll send the links, and also like images and cookies, or else any same except else like small very minor insultants like dot Instagram dot, for example, Instagram dot URL or dot URL. So we can find that the differences in between the original link and the duplicate link. So we have to check the URLs and make our data to connect to the connectings of HTTP links which are used for the data to secure of database from the database. So that I'll say that the description of this project is to target the applications of availability to read, and then there'll be attack. So that we have to consider to make the owners to read and write, and every permission can be given only for the um, users to read only, but not to write anything else, so that they can be attacked more. So that this images explains how they are attacking, and how they are vulnerability, and how they are protecting the data, and also attacker how they attacks. So that we have to accept the cookies, then the vulnerability have been done. When we are not accepting the cookies or any terms and conditions, so that we are safe at that time. So we have to check everything. And also for the services and against for the SSRF is the attacker forces the applications like HTTP, resending the mails or SMS, anything else like OTPs, so that they can be mm, depending for the product of shops in questions or questionnaire forms or answers, or else IPS resets, etc. All stock informations like um, example shopping, or else anything else they can be done for the attacking. So that SSRF is absolute backend because of application server may communicate without additional backend system that is not immediately accessible by the user. It creates more kind of trust relationship between the frequency developments of the servers. So they create the relationship bond for that. uh, frequently and request forgeries. Forgeries was done by creating that. So we have to keep ourselves IDs and IP addresses very safe at the backend system. Sometimes it will be low secure, sometimes it will be high secure. So that typically shield for the network security. Internally, backend systems are very secure from the database. So one of my friend continue with the conclusion and the references of this project.
Hello, my name is Tarun, and today I'm going to conclude the presentation. We ran number of studies where we put the SSRF module to test against the different SSRF attack vectors in order to gauge ineffectiveness. The experiments finding and demonstrating that the SSRF module is successful in SSRF attack. So here we are the SSRF module in general offers a practical defense against the SSRF attacks in Node.js, web applications, and also some of the practical components. The module is straightforward to use and the developer can modify it and suit for for his requirements of the particular application. And to improve the security and dependability of on their apps, we advise developers to include the SSRF module in the Node.js web applications, because the SSRF attacks will happen uh, in the server itself, or it will happen at the backend. So we recommend to the developers that to use the SSRF module to prevent from the SSRF attacks within the server itself and also in the backend. And one of my friend is going to conclude, and I am concluded, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. And
Yeah,
these are the and these are the
Project.
references and these are the references uh, that we have taken from the SSRF attacks.
Yeah, by
Thank
taking these references, we have um, created a new tool which is called NoSSRF. Uh, Here we go. We can see there is a SSRF agent or got SSRF and SSRF request filter. These are the different types of uh, tools which was created by different types of people, different types of coders, and we design a code which with Node.js, Java, and we created a new tool which is called NoSSRF, and it will be using by different peoples in the world. It will be helpful to the students or different types of uh, companies or everyone. Yes, that's all. This is our project.
yeah, thank you for this opportunity. And these are the references where no SSRF is the main tool we are using for this project. So we can consider that we can secure our project. We can secure our data fall from this one of the tool which are using to secure ourselves. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity for us.
you.
Thank you.